It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEW Live Wednesday night Dynamite, and not only that, but we've got a doubleheader. Because we've got Dynamite Grand Slam tonight, and we've got Collision Grand Slam over the weekend. Packed cards on both shows, people looking forward to watching these shows on TBS and on TNT. So without further ado, let's get straight into the predictions. Let's get straight into each match that we're going to see in its entirety of this Grand Slam doubleheader, to call it that way. Hologram, Mortos, and Dralistico. Triple threat. Can't call it triple threat, that's a WWE thing. Three-way match. And it's a very simple, very straightforward answer as far as who's walking out with the W. That's gotta be AEW's brand new project. AEW's brand new luchador in Hologram. Hologram is getting the W right here in this three-way match. We got a Saraya's Rules match. Not really interested in this. I mean, yeah, sure, Jamie Hayter's back. We've got to build her back up. We've got to get her back into title contention. Maybe to challenge Mercedes. Maybe, hopefully, to challenge Mariah May. It's a nice beginner feud to fight Saraya in this her own match, her own rules. I get it. I get why this is going down. But Jamie Hayter must win this at all costs. And this feud, this rivalry cannot continue. After this, it's over. Position Jamie Hayter in a championship feud, in a championship rivalry. Then we've got another eliminator match. Not a big fan of those. To me, it doesn't make sense to have a contender for a title beat the champion and gets a shot just so that he can lose the title shot. Here's an idea. Just have the damn championship match. You don't have any more rankings. You don't have number one contenders matches. What's the point of having stupid eliminator matches? Which again, the concept of the eliminator matches is stupid. Not the matches themselves, because we're going to have Kazuchika Okada versus Sammy Guevara. Any IWC fans' dream match. And it's not for the title. Go figure. I'm giving the W to Okada because, again, there's no point in having Guevara win this match, then get a title shot, and then lose the title shot to Okada. It makes absolutely no sense. We've got Jeff Jarrett versus Adam Hangman Page, or Hangman Adam Page, rather, in a strap match. Jeff Jarrett, Double J, veteran, 10-time world champion, if I'm not mistaken. The guy knows the business in and out. And there's a lot of fans out there that sympathize with Jeff Jarrett. Because he's a veteran, because they've been following him since TNA, which, by the way, a lot of people hated his run in TNA because, well, he kept booking himself to be world champion. This match, however, has a purpose. Storyline driven. This match is going to make Hangman Adam Page look even more like a killer, like a psychopath, like someone you shouldn't be messing with. And that's the story that AEW is trying to tell with Hangman Adam Page. So when this match takes place, it won't be about winning or losing, even though Jarrett has absolutely no chance of winning this match. This match will be about Hangman attempting to end Jeff Jarrett's career. We'll hear from Prince Nana as far as where Strickland is. Not a big fan of that. Just, he's the world champion. He lost the title in the main event at All In London. He went to All Out, got massacred by Hangman Adam Page. Let him take a break. Let him just leave our minds for a bit. If we can, stop thinking about Swerve. Don't give us any updates. Don't tell us when he's going to return. Make it a surprise. Build up to it. That's how you treat your big stars. Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, WWE, they weren't announced. Nobody told us where they were. And it all worked out for them. We've got a paper championship on the line. The FTW title, not a big fan. And I'm not just hating on the FTW title. I also hated on the $1 Million Championship when it was in NXT, when it was brought back to WWE. Paper championships not sanctioned by the companies. Sorry. I don't care. I don't give a damn. To me, this is just a singles match. Hook's got to get the win. Leave it at that. We got the tag team titles on the line. The Young Bucks face off against Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. AEW has done a tremendous job at fucking up their tag team division. At not keeping them in title contention. And making sure that the Young Bucks are on top. And pretty much the only two options as far as the tag team division that we have currently in AEW right now is just the Young Bucks and FTR. We can only do that for so long. And I'm going to predict that the Young Bucks get the win. Kyle Fletcher is the one getting pinned. And we'll move on from this. One and done. Mariah May defends her title against Yuka Sakasawa, or what's her name? That's a little bit of fine print. Let me just double check. Yuka Sakazaki. Sorry. Pardon me for my butchering of her name. Mariah May is going to retain. Mariah May, this match, in the bag, nothing to worry about. Retains her title. And then we get to the main events of this Grand Slam week. We haven't had almost any fallout from All Out in Chicago, where Jon Moxley turned, and the rest of the BCC turned on current AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson. No response. Nothing. And yet we're coming into tonight, Grand Slam, where Bryan Danielson is scheduled, if he shows up, is scheduled to face off against his former rival and Nigel McGuinness. And just have a match with him. And not talk about what happened in Chicago. Ridiculous. Stupidity. Doesn't make sense. That's how AEW likes to tell stories, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to deal with it. If the match does take place, which I firmly believe it will, Danielson's got to get the win. Nigel McGuinness hasn't wrestled in what? Over 10 years? Come on. And we've got the actual main event of the show. That's a sure thing. Darby Allin puts up his world title opportunity against Jon Moxley. Here's an idea. How about Bryan Danielson just gives Jon Moxley a shot at the world title because he is pissed off about what happened at All In, and he wants to get his hands on his former ally. He wants to rip him to shreds. He wants to earn back his respect, beat some respect out of Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli and the rest of the BCC. Get rid of Marina Shafir. That's enough reason. No, we've got ourselves an impromptu number one contenders match. Go figure. Again, it's entertainment. It's pro wrestling. I'm still going to watch. Even if they make decisions that I don't agree with. I'm still going to watch. It's AEW. It's the second best company in the world. But they just don't learn in terms of how to properly tell stories to get fans invested. Especially fans that are not invested currently. That's their biggest problem. Gaining new fans. But here, I'm going to give the win to Jon Moxley. Moxley gets the win. He gets his title shot. We get the Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. Down the line, we get the feud that we should have gotten for this show. If not, Danielson versus Darby. And guess what? Moxley interferes. Moxley gets in Danielson's business. We end up in the exact same place. Go figure. But hey, what do you think? Are you going to be watching Dynamite tonight? Are you going to be watching Collision on Saturday? It is Grand Slam week. It's going to be phenomenal wrestling. Storytelling, characters, but phenomenal wrestling nonetheless. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.